Let's see what you got, Kiati.
She said hookah hookah. That is not that.
Real
Here we go. Ratchet test, song number 1. I'm out of town. I'm thugging with my round.
All right.
Ratchet.
If you take down, I'll take you away from. Set my panties to the side. Give me your positions of faith for your something that really got me down.
What is that?
I need someone to help me come and turn my life around. In my dreams, my country flash, 100 pictures of you hanging on my bedroom wall. All I ever asked was you to show me some love. No, I haven't had an issue go to the club. Never wanted you to stay. Just wanted you to show me all. Just say my name.
For the one time before you, I almost cried too often. I put too much in your hands, so much regret in the end. It's a shame for you, it's a shame for me. Is the blame on you? I need you in the morning, but I need you now. Yeah, I find you, I give you all you needed. I know what you hey, I believe in my mind, I might be falling deep, falling deep. Yeah, I might be falling. I might be falling. I might be falling. I might be falling. Thank you so much for an amazing time. Thank you so much.
America, America, America. I'm back in the studio for the vlog for a second time. The first video recorded for this vlog won't ever see the light of day. We're gonna redo it. It's gonna be better. So, you know what? Things happen for a reason. This video is obviously late. It was supposed to be Saturday at 12. And although it's still new, I feel like you can get away with the not being consistent on those specific dates. But you know, I'm a consistent person. We see that with PSA. See that with I had a blog for a minute. We see that when I do my shorts, my things I post on social media. So I'm very consistent at times. So it's still new. I ain't a superstar yet, so I kind of can't get away with it. But things happen, life happens, and here we are. Either way, this segment today of In the Office, we're still going to have the topic about accountability. That's coming. We're still going to talk about that. But this is going to be more in depth of what the footage that got deleted did show. And there may be a few clips here and there, you know, weaved in this conversation that you'll be able to see of what would have been, you know, that video would never see the light of day. How to get deleted, you ask? Well, I was uploading, I thought I uploaded it, and then so I went ahead and deleted everything to clear space. And then when I deleted everything, everything got deleted. So I would have to re-download everything and then reattach everything. And that video, how I do my vlogs, because they are tedious for people who are YouTubers, real ones. That's tedious. And I like to start, if it's due Saturday, I like to start around Tuesday, kind of work on it day by day, so you can kind of, you know, you don't get overwhelmed. But as we see, yeah. So now, what I want to speak on before we get into the Honeyland, welcome to Honeyland, and I'm gonna give my reviews on this. I'm gonna go through this in a second, but before I get to that, I don't know if it's gonna do with this video. The last video said that Ariana Grande was featured, like, you know, like a copyrighted song. I don't know how, because she wasn't in nothing. It wasn't no Good Girl Gone Bad anywhere in that. No, wait. Wait, no. That's Rihanna, not Ariana. But yeah, it ain't neither one. So I don't know where that came from and why the YouTube video is saying that. But overall, you saw the concert, and you know, I had a good spot. We'll get into that. I want to kind of have a little flow. So let's talk about the footage that got deleted before we get into the breakdown of this. So the footage that got deleted was Get Ready With Me leading up to the concert, and of course through the concert. That filming thing after, I don't think I filmed. I think filming stopped after I left the concert on the second day. But basically, it was Get Ready With Me leading. It was me doing a little work, sending things to my editor, reading my Bible, jotting notes from the Bible, hearing a word from Tiffany Montgomery in the background while I was eating a salad, which I can repeat it now. It was like, before the end is out, you will testify. So it was like perfect vlog type stuff. Because my first one was okay. I mean, I think it was great for a first one, but it was kind of but it was the first one, so it still had a lot of potential. But the second one, I feel like was going to do it. And then, you know, but things happen for a reason. I'm not worried about it, because everything happens for a reason. But it was Get Ready With Me. You got to see my fit, but you know, I'll put the fit right here. See the fit? So I like the fit. Now, I wasn't able to get my other outfit on camera. I wasn't able to. I wanted to, but I didn't. But it is what it was. And that was the second day of rain. But again, we're going to get into that. You missed me riding the bus, the shuttle. It had a shuttle. You missed me saying, which I did miss Miguel and I did miss Mary, but I had somebody send them to me, and I didn't see Coco either. Didn't see Coco. I was kind of sad about that. And I'm going to get to more on that as I get along. But I missed a day of work because I got sick, which is funny because today's, you know, work tip is how to work ahead. And then I got sick. But which I had said in those videos is when you work ahead, it's good, because if you do get sick and you have to miss a day to 3 days, you don't have to be like, dang, I'm going to miss out on work, or I got to really muster up the energy to do the work or go to work, because you didn't work ahead. So that's something to keep in mind. And yeah, what other footage got deleted? It was some good stuff. I did a voiceover that was hilarious. But America, it ain't him. And I'm America, I'm like Bernie Mac, you know. Gone too soon. He had another 40 years in him. Imagine him now. Imagine. Okay, y'all. So let's get into the Honeyland. Welcome to Honeyland. Okay, that's gonna be the thumbnail. Let me get my big finger out of it. And then another one in there. Welcome to Honeyland. Okay, so this was the invitation. I had paid for the $200 and some ticket that came with a little hat. Oh, this the hat right here. It's hella funny. It's a little ashy. Came with the hat. Then came with this, and it came with the wristband. And here's the thing, and with a parking pass I had to buy online, and I parked at a shuttle, and then it took me. But here's the thing about the wristband. So the wristband was like this little yellow thing. I threw it away, and it was super duper tight, dummy tight, virgin tight, right? And what happened was they was like, don't take it off. So the night I had went somewhere to somebody's birthday party after the festival the last Saturday I had a ball. And I took it off. I tried to take it off, and it got stuck. So I had to cut it because I was like cutting off my circulation. So I had cut it off and threw it away. And then the next day I just took it, and I was just like holding it. So as I was going in the festival the next day, the dude was like, excuse me, sir, can you please put that on? Can you put it on? I didn't argue with him because I didn't want to say it's broken. He'd be like, oh, well, you can't come in. So I just kind of like finessed it. I like flipped it over, and then I just kind of held it. I'm like, okay, no problem. And I kind of held it with my hand a little bit, and then just kind of did like that. And then I did that the first time, but when he said something that second time, well, because he was the second person to say something, I kind of was walking and acting like I was putting it on, and then just kind of finesse. But I was in, so what you gonna do? Too many people out here. Overall, so let's get into the setting of it. Black culture. It was their first festival. I think they get a round of applause for their first festival. I really do. Despite the setbacks, I'm sure they were thinking it was going to be hot. It was raining. It threatened to rain Saturday. I also had a joke about how I said, which I said in the footage, I said, I prayed the rain away like Elijah in the Bible. And then I had the picture, which is the video now, which is gone, but it was showing y'all the weather for the rest of that whole day, which it was supposed to be 80% raining, and then it did not rain. Now it rained the next day, but it didn't rain that one time on Saturday. Setting was great. I think it was definitely fun if you went with a group of people. I was a person who went alone. I'm getting more in as we get along, but I went alone and had a great time. And I feel like the setting allowed for that because you was going to see people you knew. And even with that, like, it would have been better if I was with people. But I think the overall setting was just like, it was really like a culture thing. And it's like, this was the first one. It's kind of like the first vlog. It was the first one. So if this the first one, imagine how the ones years to come gonna be. You know what I mean? The vibe was definitely Black excellence. I can't remember if I saw any white people. I might have, but I can't remember. But yeah, I had a good time. Definitely a lot of laughs. And I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. And now let's talk about the concert seating. So I was by myself. And as you saw in the video, I was like right next to the stage. Now that's one of the beauty, the good parts about going by yourself, because I was able to kind of finesse in. And another homegirl who I found out was out there later on, she was by herself too. And she said, I had a great spot because I was by myself. And that's how it was, because if you go 3-4 deep, you can't really go up. So I went every day. I went up to like right next to the stage, and I was leaning on the rail to see the stage like right there. Every time I was, I could see it. So and that's how I got, the first day I think was better because it was raining the second day, and I was starting to feel like I was finna get sick again, because I told you I was sick during the week leading up to it, which, knowing how I am, I'm like, I'd rather be sick on this Tuesday than be sick the Friday before. But, and also y'all missed my regimen for getting over my sickness, which I had went raw, with raw vegan, raw fruits and vegetables. And I had took elderberry, which I then found out about the kids one. And I took what pills I take? I took some vitamins, upped my vitamins and stuff, and then just drank dummy water. And I was feeling good enough to go to the gym that night, because I didn't go during the day. And I took an energy drink to get me through the workout. And then I was still a little sick Wednesday. And then by Thursday, I was like sick for like the first part of the morning a little bit, and I was cool. But that's what I did. But the concert seating was perfect for me. First day was better because I was by some cool people. I met these girls and they were so nice. We was just laughing the whole time. And I had left and came back, and she was like, "Friend, you ain't tell me who we saw. I would have gave you some money to go get me something." You know, we was just laughing and watching the show, and we was just making jokes about the artists and things we noticed. So that was good time. So I think Friday was better. Saturday was better because I was, and my fit was better Saturday too, which y'all, we didn't get the other one on camera. But I think that it was just, I was able to, it was just bad. It was just better. And like I said, I've never been to a festival by myself. So let's go over the perks and jerks, all right? So the perks of going by yourself is good seating, because you know you can get up close, especially in a situation like that. You can go on your own time. You can leave when you want to. If you just want to up and just I'm ready to go, you can do that. You don't have to wait on nobody. And yeah. Now, the jerks, when you want to maybe laugh and sing with people, some people can be just cool by themselves, but it was moments I'm singing and dancing and stuff, and I'm like, I'm by myself. I'm kind of big, it looked kind of weird, so I was like, if I was with my friends, it would have been cool, but I was by myself. And so that was kind of that. And then obviously the weather, you know, raining, and the food was good, but it was stuff you get in Houston, so it was just simply cater stuff like, and then the lines was dummy long. And moving forward, if I go back next year, which I would like to, I would definitely did the VIP so I could skip them lines, because them lines was ridiculous. But the second day, I didn't even spend money on food, which was also shown. I went to go eat Mexican food with my homeboys going in before the concert or the festival the day too, because I didn't want to spend no money, and I didn't have to spend no money that second day, because the first day I spent a bunch of money. Unnecessarily, allegedly. All right, so now went over all of that. If I had to rate, and it was a little unorganized too, so if I had to rate the whole festival, I would give it overall B-. Personal experience, I say C+, and I give it a C+ just because I didn't have. If I had friends and the weather wasn't like it was, it would have been probably like a B+, maybe about a B+. What did I say? I said C+. Yeah, that would have been a B+. Yeah. There we go. That's what it would have been. But it wasn't. So there's that. But like I said, I still had a good time. Now, let's get into the actual concert itself and the acts that I did see. So we first started off with Chloe Bailey. And, you know, y'all saw in the video, the little clip. She was killing it. You seen the clips on YouTube. You see her when she performed live. She kind of got that old school Nicki Minaj thing going, like when she be changing her voice. And she was like, nigga, and it was just like, wrong with this lady. And I remember I posted on Instagram, I said, she's nuts. But I knew she was going to kill it as far as like dancing and singing live and stuff. And she did that. She performed her songs, and she was, and I like that part when she come on stage. I don't know, it's a little witchy. We're going to get more into that later. But she had came on stage. It was like she was being summoned. She was like, Chloe. If you know what I'm talking about, go look it up. Where it's like she's like somebody trying to summon her, or either they saying Chloe. I thought they were saying Chloe, but I think they saying call me. But who you calling? Them questions that need answers. Who are you calling? Yeah, someone's calling. Who? Because you can't answer every call. Not even on no funny like with phones. I'm seriously, you'll be talking to a familiar spirit. If you know, you know. You know. But of course, you know, Chloe was dancing, bending low, spreading it wide. That's what she do. But hey, you know, she wasn't doing that with Chloe and Halle. But that's smart because, and I say it's smart because she couldn't do that with Halle because Halle's not a dancer. So she can't be doing that, and if Halle can't do it, that looks stupid. So they just kind of did a little, 1-2 step, and that works for them. Overall, her performance was good, but we knew that. So. All right, the next one I saw was a surprise. I never listened to his music. This festival, I actually listened to a lot of people's music I never listened to. Tobe, first of all, fly. My friends used to be neighbors with this man in the same apartment complex. They said we used to see him all the time. I said, you should have got his autograph. You should have, they was like, and then all of a sudden he blew up and at the Grammys and stuff. But that's how it be. You never know how close you are to a star. Never listened to his music like that. His music was great. His performance was great. Recorded it for Instagram, and a lot of the videos then magically got deleted. But either way, it was good. His performance was great. I don't have too much to say besides great songs, like Aretha Franklin talking about Taylor Swift, beautiful gowns. Nah, but fly, great music, creative, super creative. The dancing was on point. So he gets an A for me. Summer Walker. Summer Walker was excellent singer. She could sing live. If you ever had to wonder if she could sing live, she was dancing. This is how she was dancing, y'all, like this. She was dancing like a Grand Theft Auto stripper. She was dancing like when little kids be trying to, well, not like that part, but like when you be trying to hype little kids up and it's like they trying to let go all the way, but they still ain't got it. That's how she was dancing. Summer Witch and Walker was prancing around that stage like a reindeer. And I get Christmas ain't too far away, but I wasn't ready for them reindeer games that day. Her setup on the stage was nice. She had like a vanity kind of thing. It made me think of like the Little Mermaid a little bit. I don't know if that was the goal, but that's kind of what it looked like. It looked like when she was singing. No, it looked like I said witch. Now, before anybody be like, why are you calling her a witch? She has altars and stuff. She practices witchcraft openly. She don't hide it. A witch says she practices witchcraft. So I'm not over here just, telling her business. This is common knowledge. Even if I was outing her, like how y'all out people, I'm just saying what's, common knowledge. But it's funny because that vanity thing reminded me of in Little Mermaid when Ursula was imitating the girl with the black hair with Ariel voice, and she was in that mirror. That's kind of what it looked like. And Ursula was a sea witch. So, great singer. She looked great. She got the songs that had everybody singing their heart out. And in that video, somebody had sent me because the ones I had from her got deleted. Can't find them. Performance, she was just tiptoeing across the stage like her feet hurt. So. Now, I didn't see Miguel, but I did hear him live because I was in the parking lot trying to go home because I was trying to beat the rush and ended up running into the rush, which you would have seen that in the video too. And sounded great live, nice flow, nice tempo, nice transition in the song. So, but I'm not surprised about that either. So, heard him from parking lot. I think I got the clip. Do we got the clip? We got the clip. So yeah. All right. Now let's go to day 2. So day 2, I saw Lucky Daye. Never listened to his music like that. Great artist. He was singing in the rain. Whoever was taking pictures that day, like the photographers, I know they got some cold stills because like how the rain was falling and he was like, you get the right angles. He was killing it. Great music, sing live. Great. He did a great job. I miss Coco Jones. That's what I wanted to see. I hope Coco Jones see this video because I really wanted to see her, but I was moving slow that day. Which in the video I did say, I don't really drink like I used to, and really not really at all like that. And I had drank that night before going into the second day of the festival, and I just was messed up. I was just moving slow. But he was singing in the rain. Great job, great performer. Next, I saw Tems. She was the lady of the night for me. Now, lady of the night was Mary J, but I couldn't see Mary J. I had to leave because I started feeling sick again. And it was raining, and I just felt like I would have stayed out there. And then when Tems ended, they had to do another hour and a half before the Houston All-Stars, which was Paul Wall and all them. And I didn't see them too many times before. I wasn't trying to see them. And then Mary came on an hour and a half after them, meaning that she wasn't coming on at 10 o'clock. And Tems ended right at 7. I said, I can't do it. Because I wasn't going to get home to probably like 12, 1 o'clock. I just couldn't do it. All in that rain, I just couldn't do it. But Tems, she was doing a little 1-2 step. She was doing her little whine. She was singing. I love her accent. And I'm happy she's getting the recognition she deserves. So she definitely killed it. And in the little picture of Mary, video of Mary I did see, she was doing her little, she kind of looked like her outfit. She looked like, what she looked like? She looked like, you remember Power Rangers when they used to do the battle armor? That's kind of what she looked like. It looked like she had some armor on or something. But that's Mary. You gotta let Mary, and of course, so she can jump around. But yeah, so overall, it was a great experience, and I'm looking forward to next year for sure. All right, so now let's go into the next topic, which is this week's topic when we're talking about accountability. When it comes to accountability, I feel like this generation as a whole does not hold accountability. We've talked about this all the time on PSA to Mental Podcast. If you haven't checked it out, go look. It's on this YouTube channel. It's also on everywhere you can find podcasts. So if you want to go listen to the audio, we have that available too. But I think this generation lacks accountability. And I feel like at this point, I have to stay away from people who can't ever say they're wrong. Have you ever had a disagreement with somebody? Have you ever had an altercation and you like telling them what they did and they just like, nah, I gotta stay away from them. Because I'm gonna be honest, unforgiveness is a snare for me. And if I keep you around knowing I'm still mad about this, it's gonna be easy for me to stay mad at you because you just knowing, oh, well, they ain't gonna listen, he or she ain't gonna listen, they just gonna blow me off. And then boom, now, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's best for me to just have to leave people like that alone. That's just how I view it. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. But I'm just big on accountability. Like, I'd rather which I've done, I'd rather somebody be like, yeah, I was wrong, so what? Than just be like, no. You know what I mean? I just think we too old for that. I just feel like a lot of times people only hold me accountable. Like, why are we only holding me accountable? And then that's what irritates me. Because don't just hold me accountable and not the other people. Hold everybody accountable. And sometimes I feel like people pick and choose and play. Heard that? Other side? No. And, it's not fair, but it is what it is. Let's talk about accountability in the comments. I want to know, what's your take on accountability? Do you have friends that hold you accountable? Do you hold your friends accountable? Do you hold your people accountable? Our generation holds our parents accountable because, again, y'all, our parents grew up in a generation where they said they believe the adult is always right. And we like, nah, that ain't the case. So we'll tell them about things they did when, we was kids they ain't like, and they shut down. Sometimes they open to it. But sometimes they shut down and get defensive. And you gotta kind of be patient because, again, they grew up in the era where my mama said, my daddy said, so it's just like whatever. That ain't always the case. Holding accountable. I said I was going to drop the link to the most recent live stream for PSA the Mental Health Podcast. The last episode for season 7 will air January 4th, but the live streams are going to keep going. So the live stream, most recent one, will be at the description if you want to check it out. If you haven't got a chance to check it out, we talked about Keke Palmer and Darius situation. We talked about the new Drake and J. Cole concert, and we talked about something else. It'll come to me eventually. All right, y'all. So finally, ending off with this week's work tip. All right. And this week's work tip centers around working ahead. Now, as I keep saying, and I keep punching the air about it, because this week I showed y'all me in the studio, me being sick and getting work ahead, and did a bold gang of work. And of course it didn't show, but we got, the next time, and I'm already started filming for the Thanksgiving vlog, and that's gonna be up. So that'll be interesting, but I'm interested in it. So when it comes to working ahead, there are 4 ways you can go about this. The first one is priorities. Okay, now I don't have no fancy split screen today because a lot of stuff we just gonna talk about, but you can take notes, so you can put it in your phone, and I don't know, do like this with your eyes, so you can take a picture like that. And then you took a picture. So do that right now. So when I do the next one, I'm gonna do it for you so you can remember. Okay. So priorities, right? Priorities are what's the most important. For example, ghostwriter, podcaster. If I have a podcast show on Saturday and I have a big project due on Wednesday, both are important, and today is Monday. Which one would you think I would do first? Now, I ain't a math person, but I think that's pretty easy to get. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, take care of the big thing that's coming up, because, for example, if it's Monday, you say, well, I'm going to do the podcast first because maybe in your head you might rationalize it's easier, right? And we all do it. What if you get sick on Tuesday and it's due Wednesday, you ain't started? You see what I'm saying? And like I said, things do happen. And That was the proof. Me getting sick, which y'all didn't see. This goes into the next one, which is starting early. Okay, so I took my picture. So starting early. Again, if you got something Saturday, you'll start on Monday. Sometimes if you just get a project started as soon as you get it, just so that you can have an idea, you know what I mean? And that you're not overwhelmed. And that way, like I said, if something happens, or if you just tired, sometimes you might legit just be tired. You might even be sick. You just might have an ick and just don't feel like doing it. That happens too. Keep that in mind. You know what I mean? The next one is eliminate distractions. So with eliminating distractions, my distraction is my phone. You might have to take your phone, put it in another room for a little while. But on do not disturb, check it like every 20, 30 minutes. That way you can stay focused. If somebody is a distraction, get them out the house. I mean, unless it's like a child or something, I don't know how to answer that one. But, if you have a distraction like a phone or something like that, or you might get sidetracked easily, delete and remove yourself from anything that will easily get you distracted. Last one, delegate. Now, in my podcast class many years ago, they told us to delegate. They said, don't try to do everything. That's why I have an editor for my YouTube videos who was also on a live stream this past Monday. Shout out to Eric Dealey. And, for instance, if you are an entrepreneur, there are things you can delegate. You know what I mean? For example, say for instance, if you work with a team or you're the boss of the team, bosses always delegate. Or if you are, like I said, if you are an entrepreneur, there's ways you can delegate. So for instance, like if you own I don't know what some people own, clothing business, right? Something like that. A lot of y'all got clothing brands. You don't have to do your own design. You could pay somebody to do design and find somebody who's good at it and thoroughly explain it. You can find somebody who can get the shirts from. Oh, you know what I'm saying? So you don't have to do everything on your own because you'll drive yourself crazy and then you'll be burned out. So that's just an example, but just keep that in mind with delegating. Like you don't have to do everything. Give other people other things to do so that you don't get, overwhelmed. If you're a makeup artist, you shouldn't be emailing all your clients. You need, at some point when you got big clients and a lot of people, because then you overwork yourself, you may need to email, get an assistant, maybe need to, somebody to do your bookings for you. A lot of these podcast people that I interview, they have their assistants reach out, or I reach out to the assistants and we have conversations that way. So you just, you know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, he or she'll be on the podcast that day at this time, and they'll book me. I'm so and so's assistant. We'd like you to come on this. So, just keep that in mind. All right, y'all. So this has been long. This is the episode, really. Today I didn't want it to be that way. I want my vlogs to be like half and half, a little more of the vlog than this part, but things happen, and I'm sure something happen in the future, or maybe just that storyline for that day. But I'm happy we got it done. I'm happy I recorded it, and it's been a good one. As always, gems dropped, jokes cracked, and I feel good. So like I said, the next one will be over Thanksgiving, Friendsgivings, fits y'all need to check. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna give y'all a little scoop. The first fit I wore low-key was trash, and I didn't realize until I took the picture. I've still got to put it in there because I wore it, and I wore it out proudly. So I got to let people talk about me, but the low-key was trash. And this is coming out the horse's mouth. Them up was pretty trash. But that'll be good. That'll be fun. Showing y'all the Friendsgivings, the food, rating the plates, all that good stuff. And things, yeah, we'll get into that when it comes. So as always, y'all, in and out the office with Izzy Baker. And no matter whether I'm in or out the office, I'm still the boss. Peace out. Have a good day.